Deep within the emerald embrace of a primeval jungle, where sunlight dripped through the dense canopy in scattered diamonds and the symphony of insects hummed in harmony with the rustling leaves, there existed a profound connection between humans and animals that defied the boundaries of species. But this extraordinary bond was forged not in tranquil times, but amidst the heart-stopping drama of a life-and-death struggle. One fateful morning, the tranquility of the jungle was shattered by an ear-piercing scream. It was high-pitched, desperate, and trembled with primal fear. This chilling sound tore through the dense foliage, echoing the terror of a creature in its final moments. In an instant, the birds that had been serenading the dawn burst into panicked flight, exploding from the trees in a flurry of feathers and frantic wings. Troops of chattering monkeys scattered, their alarmed cries weaving together into a chorus of fear. And then, suspended in the hushed stillness that followed, a tiny form could be seen dangling from a low-hanging branch. It was a baby monkey, barely old enough to venture beyond the protective embrace of its mother's belly. Yet here it was, clinging precariously to a slender vine, its small body dwarfed by the immensity of the peril it faced. Wrapped tight around the terrified infant was a massive python, its coils as thick and strong as tree roots. The snake's scales glistened like polished emeralds in the dappled sunlight, and its muscular body tightened with each passing moment, squeezing the life out of its tiny captive. As the python constricted its grip, the baby monkey's cries became weaker, its little hands clawing at the air as it struggled in vain to free itself from the tightening coils. With each inhalation, the snake's hold seemed to tighten further, its cold, unblinking eyes staring impassively ahead. Around it, the jungle stirred with life, yet none dared interfere. Predators knew no mercy, and for the baby monkey, hope seemed to dwindle with each labored breath. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. As if summoned by the desperate cries of the infant, a dog emerged from the edge of the village. It charged forward, ears pinned back, eyes blazing with an intense, focused fury. The dog was a mix of various breeds, a patchwork quilt of canine lineage, but its features held a wildness that spoke of untamed spirit. Its bark echoed with power as it surged forward, every muscle taut with purpose, every sinew coiled like a spring ready to unleash its power. In its heart, an ancient instinct, a primordial drive to hunt, to protect, to fight, had been ignited. It stood at the edge of the clearing, a lone warrior facing an implacable foe. The sight of the struggling monkey awakened a fierce protectiveness within it, a determination to help that transcended any fear or hesitation. The dog let out a defiant bark, a challenge to the serpent, before launching itself into action. With a powerful leap, it landed squarely on the python's massive head, teeth flashing, paws thrashing, sending a shower of leaves and twigs flying through the air. The serpent, taken aback by this sudden intrusion, reared its massive head, its forked tongue flickering in agitation. A low hiss escaped its throat, vibrating with displeasure and warning. But the dog paid no heed to the serpent's ire. Fueled by an unwavering determination, it continued its assault, teeth snapping, trying to find purchase on the smooth, scaly hide. The python recoiled slightly, its annoyance growing. It tightened its coils around the baby monkey, trying to shield itself from the persistent canine. Its scales, slick and impervious to the dog's teeth, offered little resistance. With a Herculean effort, the dog managed to sink its teeth into the snake's flesh, biting down hard. But the python fought back, lashing out with its long, sinuous body, its tail whipping through the air. The dog yelped in pain, but held its ground. The struggle was intense, a display of raw power and unwavering determination. The python, enraged and threatened, refused to yield. Its jaws opened wide, revealing rows of sharp, pointed teeth. With lightning speed, it lunged forward, its fangs slashing through the air. The dog, agile and quick-witted, dodged the attack, leaping away just in the nick of time. The python, thwarted but relentless, struck again and again, each strike more vicious than the last. The dog, panting heavily, its muscles aching, continued to dodge and weave, never taking its eyes off its adversary. As the battle raged, villagers rushed to the scene, their voices rising in a crescendo of shouts and murmurs. They stood at a distance, torn between admiration and apprehension, knowing that any misstep could cost both lives. The python, sensing victory within its grasp, tightened its coils, its cold, unblinking eyes fixed on the dog. Its grip, now merciless, threatened to crush the smaller animal. But the dog, undeterred, sank its teeth deeper into the snake's flesh. Growling fiercely, its determination burning brighter than ever, it pulled, straining with every ounce of strength it possessed. Slowly, miraculously, the python began to loosen its coils. Inch by inch, the dog dragged the baby monkey free, pulling it from the coils of death. With a final Herculean effort, the dog managed to drag the baby monkey clear of the python's grasp. The villagers gasped, their hearts pounding in unison with the struggle that had unfolded before their eyes. The tiny creature, limp and unresponsive, lay still in the dust. Time seemed to stand still, each second stretching into an eternity. Then, as if summoned by the collective hope of the villagers, the baby monkey's chest rose and fell with a shallow breath. The dog, its mission accomplished, let out a triumphant bark, its voice hoarse with exertion and triumph. It nudged the baby monkey gently with its nose, licking its face and body with rough but tender care. News of the incredible event spread like wildfire through the village, carrying with it tales of the dog's bravery and the miraculous recovery of the baby monkey. Villagers gathered in small groups, exchanging awestruck glances and recounting the story of the daring rescue. Some called it instinct, others called it magic. But all were united in their admiration for the heroic dog. For its part, the dog accepted its newfound fame with quiet dignity, its actions having spoken louder than any words could. It returned to its daily routine, patrolling the village boundaries, herding cattle and playing with the children, all the while carrying itself with a newfound air of respect. In the days that followed, an extraordinary bond developed between the dog and the baby monkey. The monkey, now fully recovered, followed the dog everywhere, clinging to its back or scampering along its sides. The dog, in turn, showed remarkable patience and gentleness towards its tiny companion, protecting it from harm and ensuring its well-being. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, the dog would curl up beside the baby monkey, its body a warm, reassuring presence against the evening chill. The sight of these two unlikely friends, so different yet so connected, touched the hearts of the villagers. It was a spectacle that defied categorization, a testament to the boundless capacity of animals to surprise and amaze. The little monkey grew quickly, its initial timidity replaced by a playful curiosity. Under the watchful eye of the dog, it explored the world with unabashed enthusiasm. Forever at the dog's side, years passed, turning the rescued baby monkey into a mischievous teenager, still inseparable from his canine companion. The dog, its muzzle now streaked with gray, showed no signs of slowing down. It remained a steadfast presence in the life of the monkey, a living embodiment of loyalty and devotion. And so, the legend of the dog that saved the baby monkey from the python continued to be told and retold in the village, each retelling adding a new layer of wonder and admiration. For those who heard the story, it served as a reminder of the extraordinary bonds that can form between animals, transcending species and touching the very essence of courage and compassion.